Hey there, South Mississippi. Chief Meteorologist Eric Jeansonne here with quite a bit to talk about. We got somewhat of an active pattern setting up for later on in the week, along with this cold snap that we're dealing with tonight. And looking outside now on the Hancock Windy Bank Tower Cam in Gulfport at the harbor lights, looks like either that squid is really enjoying the cold air or it is not. You kind of interpret that the way it is. But overall, if you were heading out to harbor lights, it certainly does feel very festive tonight. It definitely feels like winter time, Christmas time. Temperatures right now are in the low 40s. Our wind chill at the airport in Gulfport at the moment is 37 degrees, and it is possible by tomorrow morning our wind chill values could be in the 20s and 30s for some of us. Satellite and radar is quiet, but when you look at the infrared satellite, notice the cloud deck that has lingered across all of Mississippi, Alabama, and parts of Louisiana. That cloud deck may actually help keep our temperatures a few degrees warmer tomorrow morning if it can persist. It may prevent us from getting down to freezing in a lot of spots if the clouds stick around. It acts as an insulator. It doesn't allow for the heat that was absorbed by the ground during the day to escape. So that can sometimes lead to warmer temperatures in the morning. Regardless, it's still going to be cold. But whether or not we reach those light freeze conditions north of I-10 tomorrow, I think the clouds will make or break that. So tomorrow morning, a light freeze. We're not worried about pipes, but pets, plants, and people. And low temperatures in the morning in general north of I-10, we're looking at some low 30s, low to mid 30s along the coast. But when you factor in the wind tomorrow morning, it is going to be quite chilly. It is going to feel like the 20s and 30s. So bundle up. And I wouldn't be surprised if the clouds stick around a little bit longer, and that's going to make our high temperature forecast tomorrow very tricky. I've actually lowered them a little bit. If those clouds stick around, we may not get out of the low to mid 50s tomorrow. We could stay a little bit cooler. It all kind of depends on that stubborn cloud cover out there. Here's a look at the overall pattern that's setting up across the region. The water vapor, a very useful tool to kind of see how the atmosphere is flowing, the steering currents aloft that steers our storm systems from point A to point B. You can see in the water vapor we have the jet stream that is lined up along the northern Gulf and the Gulf Coast. So that's going to be the storm track. Little upper air disturbances are going to travel along the jet stream as we go into Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And with each little impulse of energy that passes by, it's going to bring some cold rain across the area. And some of that could be heavy at times. Notice the storm track as we go into Thursday, Friday evening into Saturday morning. Storm systems keep on tracking along the Gulf Coast. And as they do so, they just drop some rain. We certainly do need the rain though, and the rain that we got yesterday was very beneficial. We picked up 3.23 inches at the airport in Gulfport, which was a record daily maximum amount of rainfall for the date. So hey, after no rain in November, always nice to start off the month of December on a wet note. So here's what it looks like on Thursday morning. Around sunrise, we could be looking at this batch of rain, pockets of heavy downpours at times, moving on in, with temperatures generally in the 40s and 50s all day. As we work our way towards lunchtime, scattered showers. Can't rule out maybe a rumble of thunder here or there. A little bit of a break as we go into Thursday evening, and a break as we go into Friday morning. But there are some hints that another impulse of energy comes in by Thursday, or Friday rather, afternoon into the evening and overnight. That could bring some additional rounds of rain. Some of that could be heavy, and it's looking like a cold rain. The good news is the severe weather risk with this is relatively low. With the storm systems taking such a southerly track, it keeps the warm sector where all the unstable air out over the Gulf. So if for some reason those storm systems were tracking a little bit further north, then we could be moved into the warm sector. That could change the potential for severe weather, but right now that doesn't look likely. As far as rainfall amounts, an additional 2 to 4 inches is possible on top of what we got yesterday, but there could be a few isolated totals that are more than that, especially wherever we see training, where we get heavy storms tracking over the same spots. Forecast out over the water, it's going to be cold over the water tomorrow. We're looking at northeast winds 5 to 10 knots, seas 1 to 2 feet over the sound. Northeast winds really pick up on Thursday, and of course that cold rain moves in on Thursday, so really not a great day to be out over the water. Offshore, 20 to 30 miles offshore. We're looking at northeast wind tomorrow, east wind as we go into Thursday with that rain moving in across South Mississippi. Looking at the water temperature at Point Cadet, it's already down to 59 degrees. So that's some good news, I suppose. Looking at the 7-day forecast, again, tomorrow a chilly day, and the cloud cover is going to dictate our temperatures. A cold start, highs generally in the 50s. Cold rain moves in on Thursday. We got a break Thursday evening into Friday morning, and it looks like another round of rain Friday afternoon and evening. And that may carry over into the day on Saturday. We may be bumping up those rain chances on Saturday. So overall, hey, we needed the rain, and it looks like we're going to get it.